about performance, we talk about throughput and latency, and this was the requirement in this case. That's quite fast. It basically had a scale to, I think it's called Black Friday in the US, which is the busiest retail day in the US, for one of the biggest supermarkets in the US. Had to support, on a per install basis, a user base of about 100 million customers. That's quite a lot, quite big, and that's active customers. And we had to be able to bulk load transactions at a rate of about 30 to 90 million records nightly, but also then keep them for 6 months and be able to run rules against them for 6 months. So again, interesting cross-functional requirements. Obviously, we were dealing with credit cards. This is obviously PCI level 1. That's the easiest part of any systems design, right? Putting together PCI level 1. And as I mentioned, this is a product build. So this is not just a system of systems, a system that you stick into a data center and runs. This is something that they wanted to sell on a CD, say. Probably a bit big for a CD. Use a newfangled DVD, I guess. Yeah, I remember tapes. Yeah. So in that case, it needed to be sort of modular. It needed to be sort of configurable. The technical architects, chief architects, coined the phrase infinitely configurable, cough. It's an interesting way of putting it, and also deployable to multiple different sites. So they wanted to be able to deploy it into a data center, but they also wanted to be able to deploy it onto various infrastructure as a service platforms. So we're talking about EC2, we're talking about the equivalent of rack space. So the next tip, and this is again related to a point earlier, is around understanding the principles and constraints around your system. What we did in this case is we were able to drive out the non-functional requirements, cross-functional requirements, and put together a set of principles that allowed